This is a SnapEd New York video presentation.
Hello everyone, my name is Wendy Beckman and I'm a registered dietitian with the New York State Office for the Aging and SnapEd New York. Thanks for joining me today on What's Cooking with Nysofa. Today I'm going to be making a cucumber berry salad. This is a great recipe for summer. We're going to post a link to the recipe for the chat box below, and you can find it on the SnapEd New York website at www.snapedny.org. I'm going to be using blueberries in this salad today, but you could probably use other berries like strawberries or blackberries if you wanted to. Now before we start cooking, let's look at the My Plate graphic. Remember that everything you eat and drink over time matters. You want to find your healthy eating style and maintain it for a lifetime. The right mix can help you be healthier now and in the future. This recipe falls into the fruits and vegetables section of My Plate. Of course, we have vegetables like cucumbers, some leafy greens, but there's also blueberries in this recipe. So with this recipe, you get fruits and vegetables all in one dish. Making half of your plate fruits and vegetables can get you closer to your daily recommended intake of fruits and vegetables. Many Americans don't get enough fruits and vegetables each day, so any way that you can increase your intake is a good start towards getting your daily goal. Fruits and vegetables add color, texture, and a variety of flavors to our diet. Fruits and vegetables are high in fiber, which is important for regular digestion. Fruits and vegetables are also loaded with vitamins and minerals. Many fruits are a good source of potassium, vitamin C, and folate. Vegetables can also be a good source of folate and vitamins A, E, and C, and minerals like magnesium and zinc. Now, of course, some fruits and vegetables will be higher in some nutrients than others, but the point remains that eating fruits and vegetables can nourish your body by giving it what it needs to stay healthy. So let's get into making this recipe. Remember to wash your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds or use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer before you start cooking. So this recipe makes 4 servings. Each serving is 1.5 cups of salad. Each serving is about 210 calories and it contains 4 grams of dietary fiber. So let's go over the ingredients. To make the salad, you need 1 cup of fresh berries. I have blueberries here, but like I said, you could use strawberries or blackberries instead. I have 1 medium cucumber. I have 4 cups of fresh arugula, but you can use any other leafy green that you want. I think the salad would be good with red lettuce or spinach or even green leaf lettuce. Now, arugula is a great source of vitamin K, and it's filled with antioxidants because it happens to be a cruciferous vegetable, which means it's related to things like broccoli and cabbage and other things like that. So also you're going to need 1/4 of a medium red onion, thinly sliced, which we have here. I have 1/4 cup of reduced fat feta cheese, crumbled right here. I have 2 tablespoons of coarsely chopped walnuts over here. And you can have some slices of whole grain bread, which is served on the side of the salad. Now for the dressing, you're going to need 1.5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which I have here, 2 tablespoons of white balsamic vinaigrette. I'm actually going to use regular balsamic vinegar because that's what I had. You can also use apple cider vinegar or regular white vinegar if you want to. I have 1 tablespoon of lime juice. You can use freshly squeezed or bottled. I use bottled lime juice because that's what I had. I have a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar and some pepper, and I'm going to add all of those together for the vinaigrette. Now the first thing I'm going to do is put together the salad ingredients in the bowl. I already have the arugula in the bowl, but I'm going to cut up the cucumber first. So let's go over here to the cutting board and do that. I'm going to cut the ends off, and you want to make sure that you keep your fingers well away from the blade. And one of the ways you can do that is to use what's called the claw method. Just sort of curl your fingers back away from the blade to keep your fingers away and keep the celery and all of the other vegetables like the cucumbers or whatever you happen to be cutting up, keep them away from your fingers. So I'm going to just cut them into rounds here, and then you can cut them in half, or you can cut them in quarters, or you can do whatever you like. So let's do that with some of this cucumber here. All right, so we're going to add the cucumbers to the bowl here. And you can add as many or as few as you like, whatever you think is appropriate. All right. So next we can add the blueberries to the dish. We're going to just pour those in. No cutting required. That's nice and easy. Then we're going to have the red onion. I actually sliced them into sort of long pieces, but you can put them into smaller chunks if you want to. Look at that. That's already beautiful. The purple and the blue together with the green. That looks really great. Now we're going to have some walnuts. I'm going to just sprinkle those on the top. I lost one over there. Okay. And then last, we're going to add the crumbled feta cheese. So you do want to look for the low-fat versions if you can find it at your grocery store. This is a low-fat feta cheese. It's okay to have some fat in your diet, but you want to try and cut down on the saturated fat as much as possible. Okay, that looks pretty good. And now that I have the salad in the bowl, I'm going to mix together the dressing. So I'm going to set this aside and I'm going to get my bowl so that I can mix together the vinaigrette. So you can use a whisk to make this, put this together, or you can use a fork. I'm going to use a fork today. So here I'm going to add into the bowl the olive oil first. Then I'm going to put in the balsamic vinegar. You can use white balsamic or regular, whatever you've got. Then we're going to add some lime juice. We're going to put in some sugar and a little bit of pepper. This recipe calls for salt, but I'm actually just not even going to use the salt. I don't think you really need it. So let's mix that together. You want to make sure that you combine the oil and the liquid, and sometimes that takes a little time. So you can just whisk that together there. That looks a little bit better, a little bit more completely combined. Okay, that looks good. So that's really it. Now, once you have the salad and the vinaigrette ready, I'm going to get my salad again. Once you have those two things, you can pour the vinaigrette over the salad, but you don't want to add the dressing too far in advance before you serve it because otherwise it'll get a little bit soggy and it won't look as nice. So that's really all of it. Here it is. I cannot wait to eat this for lunch. I hope that this recipe gave you some more ideas on how to include more fruits and vegetables into your meals. Don't forget to join me in September when I'm going to be making a chicken, rice, and apple salad just in time for apple season here in upstate New York. I'll be back with another edition of What's Cooking with NYSOFA on Friday, September 30th at 12:30 p.m. right here on the New York State Office for the Aging Facebook page and the NYSOFA YouTube page, where you can find out more ways to save time, save money, and eat healthy. This presentation was funded by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. This institution is an equal opportunity provider. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us today. We know the healthy choice isn't always the easiest choice, but small changes can make a big difference. Start today by getting involved with SNAP Ed New York. This program is free for those who qualify or receive SNAP benefits. We want to help you save time, save money, and eat healthy. Learn how SNAP Ed can make a difference in your life. For more information and to find your local program, visit snapedny.org. This material is funded by USDA's Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. SNAP. This institution is an equal opportunity provider.